Okay, this is the math portion of what your test is going to look like. There's only like 4 or 5 problems you'll need to worry about. Now here's the first one. It says Cindy's last credit card statement read $402.56. However, she only paid $75.60, so she didn't pay enough. Her interest rate's 25%. This month she charged $125 more to her credit card. Find Cindy's balance. So a credit card works like this. So your statement, that's how much money you owe. So she only paid $75.60. So I'm going to write here, I'm going to write amount not paid. Okay. So how much was the amount not paid? Well, she was supposed to pay $402.56. And she only paid $75.60. So to find the amount she did not pay, you subtract $75.60. So 402.56 minus 75.60, that's $326.96. Okay, now we have to add to that because there's an interest rate, okay, and she was charged $125 more to her credit card. So I have 2 things I need to add, okay. The first one is the interest penalty. And then the second one is any new charges. Okay, so the interest penalty is a percent, so it's 25% of something. And it's 25% of the amount not paid, which was $326.96. So 25% of $326.96. So again, we need to divide the 25 by 100, which is 0.25. Then of means we're going to multiply. So again, of means multiply. So 0.25 times $326.96, and that's $81.74. So her interest penalty is $81.74. Okay, the new charges are how much more she charged. So 125 more means we add $125. Okay, so then we add these amounts. So 326.96 plus 81.74 plus 125. That's $533.70. Okay, and that's titled your new balance. Okay, we're going to do another one like that. You run up $715 on your credit card bill. You only pay $105. The interest rate is 16%. This month you charge $75 more on your credit card. Find your new balance. So again, we have to find the amount not paid. Okay, so I was supposed to pay $715, but I only paid $105. Okay, so I subtract 105. So 715 minus 105 is $6.10. Okay, so since I didn't pay that, I have to add 2 things. Okay, I have to add the interest penalty and I have to add the new charges. Okay, so to find your interest penalty, we have to find 16%, because it's a percent of the amount not paid, so that would be of $610. Okay, so I divide 16 by 100. That's 0.16. By the way, what I'm figuring out here is my interest penalty. Okay, and then means we multiply. So I need to take 0.16, and that'll find the part of 610 that is a penalty. So 97.6, so that's $97.60. Okay, then the new charges, so that's $75 more, so I add 75. Okay. So I had $610, the amount I didn't pay, that's still on my balance, plus the interest penalty, $97.60, plus $75 of new charges. So that's $782.6, so that's $782.60, okay? And that's your new balance. Okay, and that's credit cards. Now, next problem is what you worked on yesterday. You buy a television for $439.95. You cannot pay for the television all at once, so you make a $100 down payment and pay the rest in 12 monthly payments of $35. So the installment price is the total price I pay, okay? So that's like your total. So you paid $100 down, so that means you pay $100 at the beginning before you make your monthly payments, plus $35. Now that's monthly payments. So if I'm paying that every month, I pay it 12 times, so times 12. Okay, so to find this, I take $35 times 12, because I'm paying it 12 times, so 420. And then I take $100 plus $420, which is $520, okay? That's your total. Now find the interest. Now compare 520 with 439.95. Compare this to this. I ended up paying more, okay? And how much more is the interest, okay? So I have to take 520 and subtract $439.95. So $80.05. And that's your interest. Okay, then on the final problem, you borrow $20,000 to buy a car. You have 15 years to pay the loan. The APR is 13.25%. Calculate the monthly payment, the repaid total, and the interest. So I have three things to find: the monthly payment, the repaid total, and the amount of interest. Okay, so the monthly payment, APR, okay? APR means I use this table right here, okay? This is APR, okay? So I set up a proportion, that's what this is, it's a proportion, and I look up 13.25% over 15 years. So here's the 13.25 column, and 15 years is $1.28. The 2 keeps it at $1.28. Because this is the rate, and this is the actual amount, okay? Rate, actual. So my rate, 13.25% over 15 years is $1.28. And that's per $100. Now, the actual amount I'm borrowing is $20,000. So now I cross multiply and divide. I multiply and then divide by 100. So I take 1.28 times 20,000 divided by 100 is $256. So that's $256 per month. That's your monthly payment. Now to find out the repaid total, we're paying $256 every month, okay? Now, there's 12 months in a year. So I'm paying this 12 times in a year, but I'm also doing it for 15 years. So I pay it 12 times in a year, and then whatever that is, I pay that 15 times, okay? So $256 times 12 times 15, $46,080. Okay, and that's your repaid total. So total repaid. Now to find your interest. Now compare this with what you borrowed. You paid more than what you borrowed, okay? So I paid more than what I borrowed. How much more? That's our interest. So I take how much I repaid. It's kind of like here when you compare the 520 with the 439.95. You minus, and this is no different. You take your $46,080 and subtract $20,000. Now, this is a lot of interest here because it's 15 years is a long time to borrow money. So $46,080 minus $20,000, that's $26,080 of interest. Okay, now after you're done with this video, I want you to work through the 4 problems on the back side. So remember, credit card, the amount not paid, I subtract, then I have to add the interest penalty, my percent of this, plus my new charges. Installment price, if there's a down payment, I start with it, then I add my monthly payments times how many months I do it for. And then the interest is taking the amount total minus what we started with. Okay, APR, you use that to do your ratios, so that's $1.28 over 100, $1.28 per 100. And then the actual amount's $20,000, so I multiply and divide, and that's $256 per month. Now I'd be paying that 12 times in a year because there's 12 months in a year, and then for 15 years. So that's my total repaid. Now again, when I look at those two amounts, I see this is a lot higher than what I borrowed, so the difference is my interest.